4.3 Assignment Case Study Presentation Video. Timothy Taylor, Negotiation and Deal Making. Hello everyone, I'm Timothy Taylor, and this is my case study on Prince's 2014 negotiation with Warner Brothers. This deal was a huge moment in music history. It wasn't about money, it was about control, legacy, and standing up for ownership. Let me show you how Prince made history while showing the industry how to treat its star talent. Prince signed with Warner Brothers back in the late 70s, and he gave them some of the biggest albums ever, like producing iconic albums like Purple Rain. But the 90s, he had a major problem with the contract. They owned his masters. He felt like he lost control of his art, and that frustration showed. He changed his name to a symbol and wrote slave on his face to protest. That set the stage for what came later. Prince wanted ownership, plain and simple. He wanted to control how his music was used and protect his legacy. On the other hand, Warner Brothers wanted to keep the catalog profitable. They knew Prince's work would sell for generations, so their interest was business, while his was about freedom. When they came back to the table in 2014, Prince wasn't playing games. He wanted his masters back and the right to release music his way. Warner Brothers wanted to stay connected to him because he was still a legend, so they had to find some middle ground where both sides got something. This negotiation had a lot going on. First, Prince had a strong BATNA. He was already releasing music independently. Second, he used framing to make the public see this as a fight for artist rights, not just personal beef. And when it came to power, he had the upper hand. He had the fans, the catalog, and the respect to shift things in his favor. What went right was the fact that both sides finally came back to talk when they were open to working together, especially with the anniversary of Purple Rain coming up. Prince got ownership, Warner Brothers got a new content, and they both found a value in reconnecting. That kind of flexibility made the deal possible. What went wrong was how long it all took. This could have been fixed way earlier. Years of fighting in public didn't help either. It made the relationship toxic. And honestly, Warner Brothers didn't really listen to what Prince was saying for a long time. That resistance dragged things out for no reason. In the end, the deal got done. Prince got his masters back. They agreed to re release Purple Rain and work on new projects. It was a win for both sides. But more importantly, it set a new standard. Artists started looking at their contracts differently. This deal helped open doors for others. These are the sources I used for this case. The Guardian, Hollywood Reporter, Logo Lounge, and UltimatePrince.com. All of them helped me understand what went on behind the scenes in this negotiation. These are my references. These are the references for my images. I'd like to say thank you for viewing this video, and I hope you enjoyed it and learned something about negotiation.